Extreme Monsters, Book 4, Battling Bigfoot, Chapter 8, Foul. In minutes, Jinx and Wulf had told Doc about the stranded skaters and dry bed kayakers. Doc hurried off, promising to find the right official and have him send a transport to the rescue. That's done, said Wulf. Now let's search the spot where Damon was grabbed. They stopped before the stand of trees that grew beside the riverbed. There, Wulf pointed toward Damon's overturned lounge chair, chipped table, and spilled drink. Whoever grabbed him did it in broad daylight, said Jinx. Why didn't he yell for help? Good question, said Wulf. Whoever got him must have been big enough to overpower him quickly. Or invisible, maybe. He sniffed the air. Do you smell something? A sort of heavy, smoky scent heading off that way? Jinx frowned and shook her head. No, but she knew Wulf's werewolf senses were sharper than hers. Do you think you can follow it? Maybe. Wulf took a step into the woods, then another. Silently, Jinx followed. Yeah, said Wulf. I've got the scent, but it'll be slow going through the woods, especially barefoot. Jinx jerked off her power-dampening wristband and shoved it in her pocket. How do you feel about traveling by broomstick? Broomstick, But Jinx was already saying, mostly to herself, it will have to be heavy duty to hold two. And you'd probably be more comfortable with a saddle. She snapped her fingers. Instantly, her wand appeared, and Jinx waved it as she said the words. Tracking broom is what we need. Double-seater, saddle-styled. Something with a lot of speed, good for riding in the wild. With a poof, a large, sturdy-looking broom appeared in the air before them. It can't be worse than a dry-bed kayak, Wulf shrugged as he looked at the floating broom. Jinx laughed. Climb on, let's go find Damon Christopher. They landed on the empty beet field where Steiner and Mumford were waiting. It looked like a landslide had recently pulled off the mountain face, taking some of the trees from the windbreak with it. Bedrock stood out against the scar in the mountainside. What's up? Asked Val. Steiner pointed over the edge. See for yourself. Val peered down the mountain cautiously. He saw two starkly different beings on a rubble-strewn granite outcrop 20 feet below. He recognized Damon Christopher, looking bruised, rumpled, and dirty. But Val had never seen the other figure. Broad-shouldered, around 7 feet tall, he had a Neanderthal look, big-nosed, with an overhanging brow ridge and heavy jaw. Long gray hair covered his body, causing him to blend in with the mountain. He's big and strong, but he looks ill, Val thought, noticing his hollow face and how thin he seemed beneath his gray fur. Val could almost count the bones in the creature's huge hands and bare feet. Hello, Val called. Damon Christopher looked up. Val could tell from his face that he wasn't pleased to be rescued by the extreme monsters. Pull us up. This monster kidnapped me, he snarled. The monster shook his head sadly. We fell into trap set by Batman's henchmen, said the monster in a deep voice. They loosened gravel along the trail edge to make bike racers fall. That's absurd, said Damon, staring up at Val. You can't believe. But we fell instead, the monster continued. The bikes made the dirt break away. We walked there. We fell and can't climb out. Hey, dudes, called Wulf, as he and Jinx flew out to the windbreak. What are you doing here? Tracking the guy who dug the pit in the BMX track, replied Steiner. Cool, said Wulf, as he leaped off Jinx's broom. We're following the scent of the dude who kidnapped Damon Christopher. Wulf sniffed his way over to the cliff edge. Yep, looks like we found him. Jinx left her broom hovering in midair. She walked over and looked down. Her brow wrinkled in confusion. Excuse me, she said, but aren't you the mythical monster they call Bigfoot? As it turned out, the monster called the Bigfoot, to be precise, was the leader of his people. Freeing the Bigfoot and Damon took more of the usual teamwork. Val flew Mumford down to the ledge where the two were trapped. Damon insisted he should be brought up first, but the extreme monsters thought otherwise. You dug the hole the bikers fell into. One poor girl broke her leg, Val said to the Bigfoot, as Mumford unraveled some of the sticky bandages and wound them into a long rope. You also caused the landslide and destroyed the bridge where the skaters were racing. Why? To drive this putrid man away, explained the Bigfoot. His farmers grow bad juice beets, good for shipping to market, but missing important nutrients that keep the Bigfoot clan alive. The Bigfoot clan eats only the original wild juice beets. These beets are tender and bruise easily. They can't be shipped to market. Wild beets only grow here, on Sugar Mountain, in shade of the ancient juniper trees. Without them, Bigfoot clan will die. Okay, I get that. I'm a beet juice drinker myself, said Val, as Mumford wound the rope around the Bigfoot's huge body and tied it in a knot. So you're worried that Damon's extreme sports park will threaten your beet crop? The crop is already dying. This is dry country. When river dries up, no one can water beets. With no irrigation, the farmer's beets die, but some wild beets survive in shade of the juniper trees. Now that man owns land. He cuts down the juniper trees. Soon wild beets will die too, and Bigfoot clan will starve. So I have been trying to show Damon and world that making park here is a very bad idea. Once the rope was tied securely, Val flew Mumford to the top of the terrace. Mumford unraveled more of his bandages. Steiner was big and powerful, but he couldn't pull up the Bigfoot alone. Val, Jinx, Mumford, and Wulf all pulled together. The huge monster began to slide slowly up toward the terrace. Causing rock slides and digging holes and destroying bridges didn't stop Damon, said Wulf, as they helped the Bigfoot onto the cliff. But those things did endanger innocent people. My people are innocent too, shouted the Bigfoot as he hauled them upward. I'm trying to save them. The Bigfoot sat in the shade of the windbreak, panting heavily. As he rested beneath the trees, his fur slowly changed color from granite gray to the dusty green of water-starved foliage. Cool trick, Wulf whispered, nudging Jinx. The Bigfoot takes on the coloration of his surroundings as protection, like a chameleon, Jinx whispered back. That's how he was able to grab Damon so easily. Yes, I tried to stop the race, but I couldn't, said the Bigfoot, as his energy slowly returned. More people came. They rode under juniper trees in windbreak. They destroyed soil and crushed wild beets. I was desperate, so I took Damon Christopher, not to hurt him, but to show him damage he does to the Bigfoot people. Steiner's jaw dropped. You mean you wanted to appeal to his better nature? Steiner and Val glanced at each other. That plan could never have worked. Damon Christopher didn't have a better nature. As if to prove it, Damon shouted, See, he admits it. He kidnapped me. When I get out of here, I'll throw his monster hide in jail. Please, Damon Christopher, come to my home cave. Let me show you, the Bigfoot pleaded. If only you could see my little ones. I never thought I'd be saving this creep's neck, muttered Steiner, as he pulled the rope of sticky bandages hand over hand, hauling the billionaire up toward the shattered terrace. Those beet farmers don't blame me, Damon shouted as he dangled the load. Just ask them. They were happy to sell their worthless dried-out land. I was doing them a favor. Listen, whispered Val hurriedly. It's strange that the drought only dried up the river on this mountain. Once we get Damon up here, you guys should take him to the Bigfoot's cave and stall him there, and don't let him see where it is. Wolf frowned. Where are you going? Up the mountain, right? Said Jinx. I was thinking the same thing. Jinx looked at Val closely. His blue skin was so pale it was almost white, except for the purple shadows beneath his eyes. Though he was trying to hide it, Jinx could see he was exhausted. These guys can handle Damon. I'm going with you. She smiled. You won't even have to fly there. You can hitch a ride on my two-seater.